Ch-26, the dislike of raising voices in the market. Hadith 1013, narrated by Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As radiallahu anhuma, that he was asked about the description of Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, which is mentioned in the Torah, i.e. the Old Testament. He replied, yes, by Allah, he is described in the Torah with some of the qualities attributed to him in the Quran as follows. O Prophet, we have sent you as a witness for Allah's true religion, and a giver of glad tidings to the faithful believers, and a warner to the disbelievers, and a guardian of the illiterates. You are my slave and my messenger.
What is meant by guardian to the illiterates?
To protect their rights.
To protect. It has a number of meanings. To be protected from the non-Arabs. Allah يسقيك من أهل الجنة والسامعين والمشاهدين والمسلمين. And to be protected from the whispers of shaitan. But the most important thing which is mentioned in the Quran, to be protected from Allah's punishment. The Prophet's existence alayhi salatu wasalam is what kept the Arabs from being tormented by Allah. That they're seeking Allah's forgiveness, and because your presence in them, as mentioned in Surah Al-Anfal. So, by the Prophet being sent to the Arabs, Allah Azza wa Jal refrained from tormenting them like He tormented the people of Thamud, the people of Ad, the Fir'aun, the people of Nuh, and all these nations before them. Only the Prophet ﷺ was a barrier, as mentioned. Okay?
You are my slave and my messenger. I have named you Al-Mutawakkil, who depends upon Allah. You are neither discourteous, harsh, nor a noisemaker in the markets.
Okay, so this description was mentioned in Surah Ali Imran. So by the mercy from Allah, you were lenient with them, and if you had been rude in speech and harsh in heart, they would have disbanded from about you. فبما رحمة من الله لنت لهم ولو كنت فظا غليظ القلب لانفضوا من حولك. So this is found in the Quran, and it fits the Prophet ﷺ exactly as mentioned in the Torah. And he does not raise his voice in the markets. Who raises his voice, ya ikhwan? Angry. Liars? No, you have very stealth liars nowadays. They don't have a very high profile. People who indulge in sales, but mainly speaking, people who do not have justification or reasoning. If I am talking to my wife, whoever shouts among us is the one without reasoning. In school, two pupils, two students arguing. If they argue democratically, yes, I think you're wrong. Oh, I beg to differ. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. That's good. But the moment you see, yeah, Shaykh, you don't know anything. No, wallah, you don't know anything. And they start shouting, this means that they're unable to convince one another. And this is how you identify the person speaking to you. In an argument, when we're talking, if you keep on interrupting me, Yahi, give me a chance to make my point. No, this is wrong. No. And if you look at some debates, you know that this is un-Islamic. If you look at some talk shows in Arabic, like in Jazeera, they shout and they scream and they may fight. This is not Islamic. The Prophet never did this, alayhi salam. Why? Because he's the Prophet, alayhi salam. One word is sufficient. He's the wise one. He's the one with the eloquent speech. You listen to one or two of his words, khalas. You take them as legal maxims. La darara wa la dirar. Oof. البينة على من ادعى واليمين على من أنكر. 4 words, and you make volumes on these, and he speaks, you can count them. So why do you think he would shout? He would never shout, alayhi salatu wasalam, especially in trading. He's the one who told us to be lenient and soft-spoken. Khalas, you want this? I'm not gonna bargain with you, take it. Okay, so that we can...
And you do not do evil to those who do evil to you, but you deal with them with forgiveness and kindness. Allah will not let him, the Prophet ﷺ, die until he makes straight the crooked people by making them say, La ilaha illallah. None has the right to be worshipped but Allah, with which will be opened blind eyes, deaf ears, and invalid hearts.
And this is, of course, if we want to speak about this, it will take us till Fajr. And the Shaykh has finished Al-Shama'il al-Muhammadiyya, alhamdulillah, which speaks beautifully about the Prophet ﷺ, how he used to, and which highlights our deficiency, how far we are from the Prophet ﷺ. We don't behave like him. We don't speak like him. Ask not our friends about us. Ask our wives. Ask our children. Ask our subordinates, employees, the driver, the maid, the neighbors. They will expose you. But when you ask a friend that you hang out 4 or 5 hours with, all what he sees is a big smile, and you invite him for dinner, he invites you for lunch, definitely he would say good things about you. This is what we should do. And Allahu a'lam wa nisbatul ilmi ilayhi aslam.